Yo, what's up, world? This your boy, DJ Phoenix, representing Rockstar DJs, Next Level DJs. You are now tuned in to that show, Canna-Joe Morning Show, with your boy, Michael Ford and the crew. We got some of the best news, some of the best things for you going on today. Stay in, tap in. You know what we do, man.
I'm just a man on his way to the moon, wishing the rocket would go faster. All the stars remind me of you, yeah they do. I'm on my way to.
Good morning. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Canna-Joe Morning Show live. Today is November the 13th, the 14th. November 14th. I do hear a little bit of an echo. I'm not sure where the echo's coming from though. You guys hear the echo? Sounds like it's coming from Alicia's computer. It's coming from the right side.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
A little bit of echo over there. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Today is the 13th, and this is the Canna-Joe Morning Show live. I'm Michael Ford.
Alicia, the producer.
And I'm Vari the man, bringing you today's news.
So let's see. Factors in the vote against recreational marijuana. What we got, Vari?
All right. Looks like we got a field of green there.
Ooh, that's nice.
It's a lot of green.
That is a lot.
It's coming to Minnesota real soon.
Yep.
Hopefully. It's the miracle. Minnesota's been having great miracles. Did you guys catch that game last night?
I didn't. I don't really watch football and shit, but I just read an article about it.
Man, the game was ridiculous. Like, hold on a second. I know we got an article, man, but I just got to talk about this because I'm a Minnesota, scolder.
Mm-hmm.
So we were getting whooped.
I heard.
They was putting the whoop down on us up to the half, right? After the half, we came back, and we were down. They fumbled the ball on the one in the end zone, and we got a touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was over. All they had to do was, I don't know, take a knee, whatever. They tried to run it out, fumbled it. We got a touchdown in the end zone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know everybody
Shit was
is
crazy.
so high.
I thought
Looking at everybody on Facebook screaming.
I thought it was over. If you don't follow Mr. Mayhem, follow Mr. Mayhem on Facebook. He always broadcasts. He's always talking hell shit. Man, it was it was ridiculous. It was a great game. And then it ended up going into overtime because we got tied. They kicked we made it down, got the field goal, right? I didn't even talk about the catch by Jefferson. Man, this dude caught the ball. So, Diggs, he's with Bills now, man. He did a one-hand catch on us. Man, shit looked crazy, man. It was ridiculous. It was hyped. Man, Jefferson did the same thing at the end of the game before we got almost to the end zone. We didn't get the touchdown, but then they fumbled on the one, and we got the touchdown because we recovered it in the end zone where they were at. But anyway, man, this dude caught it with one hand back like this. He was literally laying down in the air, laying back.
Yeah.
Had one hand on it. The defense had two hands on it, and he pulled it in.
Damn.
It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous, man. Like, anyway, so yeah, I could talk about this all day, man. Anyway, man, I'm a footballer. I only watch Minnesota teams. I don't know any other teams, but yeah, let's go. Anyway, so Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I just had to get that off my chest, man. Oh, what is that? Oh, some noise coming over. There's some noise coming from Vari's side. I don't know. Here, let me turn my mic down, man. Yeah.
Is there noise coming from my side now?
Well, it's coming from everywhere.
Oh, okay.
No, go ahead, Vari. Let's talk about some marijuana stuff, man. Come on, this is Canna-Joe morning show. This isn't the football.
All morning show.
Well,
Hey, but we're doing good though. We're 8-1.
Sports.
We're 8-1. That's doing good, man. It's fucked up though because we always get all the way there, and then it's a sad day. They gotta.
F up.
Hopefully they ride this shit out, man. We got that energy, man. Minnesota got that energy right now, especially with the legalization stuff coming. Football team doing good this year. We got a lot of positive energy rolling and pull us into 2023. So what's going on in Sioux Falls? I'm assuming it has something to do with not getting legal marijuana. I know they didn't get it.
Yeah. So this year, the election, people voted against recreational marijuana for those over the age of 21. With many factors at play in this election versus the one in 2020. Michael Card is an associate professor at the University of South Dakota, and he says the turnout in campaigns against recreational marijuana in this election versus 2020 played a significant role. All in all, it was just a very different election. The fact that, I guess we're going out of here again.
Zuckerberg. What's up, Zuck, man? Can we get it back? The heck is going on here, man?
Like, come on, stop playing.
I don't know what's going on, man.
Out of all the time we've been doing our show, now you guys want to stop us.
Oh, is it back? Oh shit! Took up the whole screen too. Yeah, damn. There we go. I don't know what's going on with Facebook, but they doing some janky stuff, man. Anyway,
They fired one too many people.
Yeah, they're shutting
the servers safe.
Good morning, Facebook user. Good morning, Chameleon Black.
Good morning.
Good morning. I don't know what the WTH is, but good morning to you
What
too.
the hell?
Anyway, good. So what are they talking about in South Dakota, Barry?
They're just saying that the campaigns, anti-marijuana campaigns, such as protecting South Dakota kids, was a big factor in their loss this year. A volunteer with the organization, Rhonda Milstead, says they felt the need to step it up this election. Just the grassroots movement. You had wonderful people out there learning about marijuana, learning about what it was going to do to our kids, and then going out and educating the public on it. That was big. It was very big, said Rhonda Milstead, Protecting SD Kids campaign volunteer. I mean, nobody wants kids using marijuana.
Exactly.
Nobody wants kids using tobacco. Nobody wants kids using
doing drugs. None of that.
Yeah.
So,
like, I feel like, that sucks for them.
Yeah. Good morning, Jody. Yeah, it does suck for them, man. I wonder what organizers were campaigning were actually organizing to get out the vote.
yeah, I'll see what they're saying. They're saying if they would have voted or had medical marijuana on the ballot, they would have did that first and then recreational. But they said they went straight to recreational.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
So they didn't get either. So they don't got medical either?
Yeah, there were as many people in 2020 who were ready to vote for medical marijuana, but it wasn't the first thing on the ballot. 70% of the people were ready to vote for medical marijuana, but the first thing on the ballot was recreational marijuana. So it didn't get through to that.
What's the difference? Oh gosh.
People that I know said that, I voted for it because I thought I had to vote for both of them to get medical. That's what they wanted. Although the vote was against IM27 this election, Card says it doesn't necessarily take recreational marijuana off the books in the future. It'll be interesting to see when the next time is that marijuana will be on the ballot, because this is a pretty close situation in terms of numbers of people supporting it and the numbers of people opposing it.
Crazy.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that, South Dakota. Man, we should have went out there and helped. I guess, you know, maybe not. We're not doing so great here in Minnesota. Oh, shit, we got our hands full here. We still don't got recreational or, well, we got medical, but it's like the worst medical you could
Crap.
ever have. I wonder what's going to happen with that medical if recreational comes here.
I wonder if it lowers or
Didn't
is
they
it
have
going to
some sort of
change? Or...
like bullshit like agreement written into their thing or whatever, saying that when recreational comes, they have a certain amount of time to operate before other operators can operate in
I
some
don't
sort
know,
of
man.
field or some
I
shit. I remember
I
reading
don't
about
know.
it last year. I can't remember, but it was like some real funny stuff where it was like, and I get it at the time. If it was supposed to be Minnesota owned companies, then it's supposed to allow the Minnesota owned companies to flourish before
Right.
the out of state operators come in. But we already got out of state operators.
Yeah,
So what's
it's
the
owned
point?
by out-of-state operators, so it's not
Yeah.
even a Minnesota company.
Mhm.
Which is crazy.
So, yeah, we should look
It
into that.
sucks.
Yeah, that's something we could talk to a lobbyist about.
Mhm.
Details.
Mhm.
Anyway, yeah, it's crazy, man. Minnesota, we got a lot going on here. We got a whole lot going on. Hopefully, you know, it goes for the good.
Yep. Yep.
Hopefully it goes for the good. Anyway. So what you got next year, Vari? The black market strangled California's legal weed industry. Now it's coming for New York.
Mhm.
Back to neck.
Mhm.
Yep.
You said New York, that's the first thing that came to your mind. Wu-Tang Clan.
Mhm.
Ain't nothing but- Look at that. That's the black market looking like that.
Man.
They had these out in California. They call them sessions, and it's like once a week. Like they find a spot, and then you can go there and check out wares. You get like bags of, you can get pounds or whatever you need, and then they had mushrooms, bunch of mushrooms everywhere. It's crazy. Like I've never seen anything like it before. Never in my whole life. Just so much weed. And then we toured a factory, and they got so much weed. Like they move thousands of pounds a week. Thousands of pounds a week. Like I'm like just like damn, and they're not even the growers. They're just like the intermediary people who like get it from the growers and then give it to the dispensaries. So it's like you ain't even gotta grow to like, you know, be
Killing it.
yeah.
Because I don't know how to grow. I was gonna put that in the air, man. I don't know how to grow nothing. I don't know how to grow a mushroom. I don't know how to grow a wheat plant. You know, I tried plants and it's not, you know, I know how to grow my muscles. I'm pretty good at growing muscles. I can grow muscles in the gym. But that's about it. Let's go ahead, Vi. What they got going on in the black market, man?
Yeah. So New York, inside a Brooklyn smoke shop, past rows of bongs and other paraphernalia, a display case is piled high with legal hemp and CBD, but in store, employee has some advice. That's not the stuff you want. You can file to the reporter. Unprompted, the worker reaches behind the counter and not before idly musing, "You look like a cop," and produces a plastic shopping bag containing what he says are genuine marijuana gummies imported from California.
What?
"I can sell you mushrooms too," he adds. It's become a familiar scene in New York City. The state legalized adult use marijuana more than a year ago, but is yet to issue a single dispensary license. The result has been a weed free for all. Cannabis seems to be for sale everywhere: head shops, bodegas, even from folding tables on street corners. Some dealers brazenly sell in public, and many boast their products were grown in California.
Oh.
The outcome is not unlike what happened in California legalized market. 6 years later, illegal sellers and growers continue to thrive there despite those struggles. New York leaders decided to take a gentle approach with anyone selling without a license. Now an industry expected to generate more than 20,000 new jobs and 4.2 billion market by 2027 could stumble on arrival as it competes with the booming black market. Already some legitimate companies that were planning major investments are heading for the hills. everybody seems to be selling cannabis, and until there's enforcement, there's really no concern for penalty. Owen Martini, Cannabis Association of New York.
That sounds like the Minnesota hemp-derived THC industry.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They just selling weed on the corner at the fair. They were just standing out there.
Wow.
No. So yeah.
So that was mistaken.
Like, yeah, I'm you know what I'm saying? I think I got, oh my God, I get all this money invested and they can just buy it on the corner.
Right.
Hey man, I'm going to get my weed from Meth, the Red Man. Oof.
Yeah, I think Missouri's about to be that way too. They passed with like no regulations or anything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And they start the 22nd, I think, of next month. Or something like that.
blowing.
That's kind of
Yeah.
awesome. I have
See,
family.
the thing is, I know they're going to require licensing in Minnesota. I just hope they make it affordable.
Mhm.
They make it so
And easy.
easy to get, you know,
Mhm.
make it so people can actually get in the industry and do it right so they can get their tax dollars. Otherwise, if they don't make it so
Especially the
people can get in,
minorities.
right, especially, and if they don't do it right so people can get in the industry and have opportunities, they're definitely going to get to New York. They're definitely
Mhm.
going to get to New York. You know what I'm saying?
They're
Like,
gonna
what's
be
the-
like,
oh,
"They
I
on the
can't get
corner.
I can't get a license. Ooh, fuck it then.
Let's go pop a 10 up on the corner." Let's imagine walking around. For sale.
Oh, you will. You will.
So police officers can't just walk in and conduct an apprehension or an arrest or confiscate the items. There's a process. Apparently, multiple agencies on both the city and state level are coordinating closely to ensure compliance and equity in the emerging cannabis market. The New York City Department of Finance Sheriff's Office has conducted hundreds of business inspections so far this year to ensure compliance with all applicable laws. During the course of such inspections, thousands of products deemed to be contraband have been seized, and criminal and civil penalties have been imposed when appropriate. We will continue to work collaboratively with all our partners to ensure compliance with all the laws affecting the public safety of New Yorkers. So earlier this year, a bill stalled in Albany that would have strengthened penalties for illicit cannabis sales and clarified the OCM's role in enforcement. Some lawmakers were concerned that the measure established new criminal penalties. Many stores selling unregulated cannabis products are already licensed to sell alcohol, tobacco, and lottery tickets. Governments could revoke offending stores' licenses, said Assembly Majority Leader Crystal Peoples-Stokes. But we have not sought to do that at all. Yo. Yeah, it's a really long article. Jesus. Oh yeah, because it was interesting. But the recent enforcement push may not be enough to blunt the illegal market's impact, especially when the first regulated stores plan to open in the coming months. I think we're already approaching the point of no return, said an executive at a medical and adult use cannabis company with operations in New York, who requested their name be withheld because regulatory negotiations are ongoing. If lawmakers don't contain the issue by next year, the first set of dispensaries will have been set up to fail, and the state will either have to spend money bailing them out, or we will see people turning in their licenses.
Damn.
From the town Chicotagua to the city of New York, OCM and law enforcement agencies have effectively stopped illicit activity throughout the state, he said. This activity has included the seizure of products, the issuance of cease and desist letters, and removal of trucks used for the illicit sale of cannabis. These illicit shops undermine our office's mission and the equitable market we're building, and will continue to enforce the laws on the books to end their operations. Further complicated matters, New York consumers have become accustomed to the illicit market, and the state needs to persuade them to switch over to regulated weed if it wants the legal industry to succeed. That's important. Yeah, because if you make it too
hard for
much,
people.
Mhm.
Like, what's the point in doing it?
yep. So, illicit shops can sell at significantly lower prices. They don't pay taxes and licensing fees, and their wares are often sourced from states with cheaper product costs. Speaking as just one sponsor of the original bill, I am totally open to reevaluating how we tax, what formulas we use, and how we calculate it if current rates prove overly burdensome to legal operators, Kruger said. The California-New York cannabis pipeline is very old and very well established, according to Amanda Ryman, Chief Knowledge Officer at cannabis intelligence company New Frontier Data. California's black market undermines its own legal industry. 6 years out from the state's vote to legalize recreational marijuana, illegal sales have far outpaced the regulated market, and many operators have closed up shop. High taxes, local government opposition, and competition from the underground market have stifled the success of the legal cannabis industry in the nation's most populous state. Well, yeah, I mean, if I can get an ounce for, 200, where you're charging 400 because it's in a pretty bag, well, and it's the same quality, like, yeah, I'm
Getting that 200 back.
gonna get that 200 all day.
Right, why wouldn't you? My God, you got 200, you do twos.
Yeah, over there selling Huff for 65 and 8, 50, 55 and 8. How much is it at the?
I thought it was at the dispensary here.
Yeah,
I heard it was in between 65 to 75, something like that for an eighth.
Damn.
Yeah, my mom's totally upset about that one.
That's a shame.
Because she's on the program. She said, "Oh my gosh," she's like, "Is it gonna get any higher?" I was like, "Yeah, I told you before you got on there, the program was expensive."
Too expensive.
That's an issue.
Like weed should be free.
I think so, or at least your insurance should cover it, especially when you're the elderly.
Mhm. Yeah. The article just ends on saying, if you're not going to play it by the rules, there has to be some sort of penalty. If we're going to spend money on licenses and pay taxes and invest money and build these businesses, then there has to be a pull. There has to be a reason, and that's got to be the concern of challenge by the state. So good luck to New York.
Good luck to New York.
Wow.
New York.
Conquer your way dreams of.
All right.
Well, with that, you guys, thank you for Arthur Bari. We've got a couple of big things coming up this week. One of them is some snow, and then we'll be getting some more snow. And then where's the other event at? Snow. So if you got any snow, come out, enjoy the snow, the snow globe. No, we don't have anything coming up recently. We don't have any events currently, do we?
I think we're working on something.
Working on something. We ain't gonna tell you what it is, but there's an events being thought about. Right? Thought about? Would that be anyway,
it's in the books.
It's in the books. I don't know. Do you guys think we should do another event? We haven't done an event since the last event.
Oh gosh. How
We
long?
got some snow. Shout out Chameleon Black if you need some snow. Hit up Chameleon Black Cincy. She's got snow. Is it Cincy still, Camille?
Yeah.
Chameleon Black Cincy. Dang on the phone is doing whatever it wants to. Okay. Oh, did an update. Yeah, there we go. Look, it's Chameleon Black got some snow. Anyway, yeah, so we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Canna-Joe Morning Show. I promise we'll try to work on this show. Right? We'll do some work on it, try to make it a little more interactive and get some things popping. So stay tuned and we'll see you guys tomorrow. We're out of this piece. Peace.
I'm just a man on his way to the moon, wishing the